Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.
Hello and welcome to Nirmal, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hiral Dadia. We have with us Riya Singh, technical analyst, Currencies, joining in. Riya, welcome to the show. Let's start with what's happening with the dollar. Uh, the dollar has edged lower today and it's retraced some of its fall as well. We have the Fed meeting coming up tomorrow. What's the sense that you pick up?
Yes, Neil. We were seeing quite a weakness into the dollar owing to the Fed meeting right now. So what we are expecting from the meet is obviously there will be a continued bond purchase that will happen, and we are expected, that it will continue to do so. So this will rightly, lead to more money printing and more liquidity into the market. So this will have some setback for the greenback, and there is not much of expectation as to what will be the anything new that will happen into this Fed meeting. Everything is regarding the COVID-19 related. There will be a continued support to the economy. The rates will remain the same. A Fed will go for a lower rate at least till the economic recovery uh, it does not show good on the papers. The only thing that we will be putting our eyes on is what will be the Fed comments after the meeting. What are the timeline that they are setting for the withdrawal of the monetary easing programs? As they have stated into their previous statements that there will be a quick recovery into the U.S. economy prior to what they were expecting, going to be improvement into the vaccinations rollouts and the numbers that they are that they are witnessing, whether it's regards to the employment numbers or business revival numbers and so on. So the timeline and the comments after the Fed meet is something that will be putting our eyes on. So I think going forward, at least with the Fed meet, there won't be much of a momentum uh, effect on the dollar index. It will remain into a range bound session. Even the pickup that we have seen today, it is not very huge. It is hardly 0.08 basis something. So it is not a very huge momentum gain that we have seen. So it is most likely to remain in the range of 91.15, 90 dot, 90.85 for the coming few sessions. Uh, so yeah, that is what the dollar index looks.
Right. So, Riya, with that, if you see about the euro and the pound as well, they've entered with a strong foot. Note as the month ends. How do you see it moving from here on?
For the euro, the major sentiment boost came from the numbers that the Germany, showed with respect to the economic recovery. Now, obviously, Germany is one of the largest economy into the eurozone, and the business conditions are improving. So this shows that there can be a revival growth aspect that could be coming forward for the euro economy as well. So this has boosted the euro. Of course, the greenback weakness has also helped in the rise into the euro as well. As far as the British pound is concerned, I think a lot of profit taking was happening owing to the overbought contracts that were held into the pound against the euro as well as against the dollar. So there was quite of a profit taking that had happened in the mid-April. So that was where the weakness we were seeing. But obviously, there is a better contribution that will be coming forward with respect to the UK's number. So, right, and the very good, vaccine rollout process that have been happening into the UK, the lockdown measures withdrawal, and probably sooner, start of the non-essential businesses. Uh, I think this will definitely play in for the British pound. So it will remain supportive. There cannot be a very long haul on the bullish side for the British pound, but it will remain supportive as compared to the other, currencies or any other currencies pitching against the dollar. So pound remains supportive in the coming session.
Right, right. So that's with regards to where the euro and the pound go. With this, Ria, now let's move on to another currency, especially with regards to where the yen goes now. Japan will be holding its monetary policy. What holds for the yen?
So I think we were expecting quite a shift into the whole framework of the Bank of Japan monetary policy. This talk has been going on forever. But if you look at the details that have published after the policy decisions, there hasn't been a major shift into the monetary policy framework, and it has come in line that the Bank of Japan will continue with its forward guidance. And what they have surprised the market is with respect to the kind of trajectory they have set for the economic recovery. So they are very bullish on the economic recovery of the Japan, and they have uppicked the forecast for the upcoming 3 years. Uh, they are continuing to aim for the 2% inflation as well. So I think the major lookout for the yen as well as for the whole economy will be with respect to how they'll be doing the ETF purchases. So they have kept the upper limit on that around 12 trillion yen. So that is how flexible would they be with respect to this range that they have done with respect to the ETF purchases. Because going forward, obviously, there will be some risk that will be that could be to the economy with respect to the whole financial strain that is caused by such huge stimulus that they are pouring into the Japan. Uh, so I think that is one essential part that need to be focused on. Otherwise, I think the such a huge optimistic lookout with respect to the growth and revisions that they have done will only stand forward if the numbers come in good for the Japan economy. So yen will act according to these things.
Right. So, with all of this, now, what's your expectation with regards to where the Indian rupee goes? Because clearly it rose yesterday, and this is only to retrieve the gains.
Yeah, I think Indian rupee has been in quite a dilemma momentum because obviously there is a huge strain that the rise in the COVID numbers is putting up on the economic recovery. So obviously RBI is set to reflect the same into the currency as well, and like they have the huge borrowing target that they have put forward. Our central bank does need the rupee to be on a weaker note in order to aid the borrowing that they have set to aid for the government. So I think even if there was some recovery owing to the weakness in the dollar, the same will not help the rupee appreciation very much, and it will remain on a depreciation side because the whole the COVID numbers rise and the whole lockdown measures that have put forward has again brought in strain on the supply side as well. So there is a very huge probability that inflation would rise further than the set target. It was already came beyond the headline that the central bank had put forward around 7% and beyond. So I think there will be a much uh, boost that can happen towards the inflation numbers as well. So a tolerance limit will be around 6%, and beyond that will definitely put a dent. And central bank will need to come in and aid the rupee as well as get some of that liquidity out of the market in order to get the inflation numbers down. So I think taking into the whole picture, rupee will definitely be on a depreciation side. A small pullback should be taken as an opportunity to go long into the pair.
Right. So, with this, what are the kind of strategies that you would recommend?
The euro and pound have been showing quite a good recovery in the intraday session. So you can go long into the pound INR above 104.15 for a target of 104.40, 104.55. Maintain a stop loss of 103.95. Go long into the euro INR as well. Look for a breakout of 90.55 for a target of 90.68, 90.86. Keep a stop loss for the strategy at 90.37. Both of these strategies are of the May expiry, monthly expiry. As far as rupee is concerned, I think talking about the monthly May expiry, it will remain in a consolidated range. The range set forth for the rupee is 75, 12, 74, 85. So this is the approx range that it is likely to be traded in. A breach of either side will set the tone of the directional movement for the rupee. So look out for a breakout of these ranges in order to take a position into the rupee.
Right, so these are strategies that one would wish to follow as well. Thank you, Riya, so much for joining us on the show. Thank you, participants, as well.
Thank you.